What's up, fellow Polymaths? In this video of the Java Fundamentals tutorial, we'll be going over wrapper classes. The purpose of a wrapper class is to use primitive data types such as integers, doubles, and so on as objects. The number class, which contains byte, short, integers, long, float, and doubles, are part of the number abstract class. As you can tell from the name, wrapper classes wrap the primitive data type so that the primitive data type can be used as an object. So we're just basically converting from primitive type to object types. The method of wrapping a primitive data type into a wrapper class is called boxing, and the method of converting a wrapper class to a primitive data type is called unboxing. Like all classes, wrapper classes begin with the capital letter. Wrapper classes are useful when working with collections such as linked lists and array lists, as well as taking advantage of methods that primitive data types don't have. Wrapper classes have many methods that are similar to the math class, such as absolute value, round, minimum, maximum, log methods, and so on. So here are some primitive and wrapper classes that are side by side. So we have our byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, and character. And I'm sure by now you're familiar with all these primitive data types. Wrapper classes, as mentioned, contain classes for each of these primitive data types. So now that we're familiar with wrapper classes, let's take a look in the code and see how they're used. So here we're in the main class, and what we want to do is utilize the wrapper class. So what we'll do is we'll just do a double variable. Just call this primitive number. Very creative. Set that equal to 10.5. So now we're going to use a double class, and we call this wrapper number. Again, very creative. And we'll set that to primitive number. We just assign that as primitive number. So this is called boxing. And this on line 9 is called unboxing. So now we're going to create an output for both values. All right, so we've made some outputs, print line statements for the primitive numbers and wrapper numbers. So let's see the output for each one. All right, so we have our output. So the first line, primitive number, that we assigned that as 10.5. And then the second print line statement on line 11, the wrapper class or the wrapper number variable is also 10.5, because remember we assigned that wrapper number as a primitive number, and that primitive number variable was initially assigned as 10.5. And then our print line statement on line 12 is 21, because we took that primitive number and we assigned that the wrapper number multiplied by 2. So we have 21 as a result. So as you can see here, wrapper numbers, wrapper classes can behave similarly to primitive numbers. Wrapper classes also have the capabilities of being able to use methods as well. So here we're just going to call this, there's many methods, so we just use this is not a number method right here. And this basically checks, is a Boolean method that checks if this wrapper number is not a number. So if we run this, so of course our answer is going to be false because wrapper number is a number. All right, here's the assignment for this topic. Number 1, write a program that takes a variable of a primitive data type and converts the value to a wrapper object. So basically what we did in the code. Number 2, do the same as above except in reverse. Number 3, perform a calculation using a primitive variable as one number and the wrapper object as the other number. If this video was of any value to you, then please either go like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.